500 time again. Boys and girls, we're back today, Sunday. You're gonna see this video tomorrow, Monday. I gotta get this done and up. This is the 85 CR500 that we picked up down in Southern California. As promised in the last episode that we had this thing, we took it out for a ride. It runs great, but however, the chassis is extremely worn out. It needs some love. So in order to do that, but not deplete myself another 500, because that is one of the worst things that you can do to me, we're going to pull this engine out and stab it into a new one that you guys haven't seen yet. So this is a 2007 CR500af frame, AFC actually, if you want to be technical about it, because it's not a service Honda frame, but it is a parachute frame. So this, however, guys, is extremely well built. I have no qualms about dumping this engine into it while we're redoing this frame, so that's the plan. If you guys missed out on the last one, we're going to be stripping down this 85 because I do want to keep the engine and chassis together on this one because, let's be honest, that's how it needs to be. It's just, I mean, that's straight up. You got to leave them in the original configurations, and I think that it's great that way. So we're going to be pulling this thing out and popping it into the new 07 CR500af frame converted for 500, so I can keep having another bike to ride on, especially because I can't have things laying around in parts in here because it just gets lost in translation. So we're not going to make that mistake for the 40th time. So let's go ahead, quit the yapping, get this thing apart. Yeah, we got to pull radiators, pipe. It's going to be super simple. There's not a lot left on this bike. So let's go. So last weekend, I went to San Francisco Supercross. That's why I didn't get a video uploaded that weekend. And let me tell you guys, it was wet. It was muddy. It was cruddy. Let's be honest. When it's that muddy and cruddy, you guys could drop it down in the comments too and let me know, but I think it makes the racing kind of boring, or I don't know, but not as exciting if it's nice fast track, you know, where guys are clicking off fast laps and there's battles going on. I mean, I don't know. It just, to me, it was kind of like, all right, fun, let's go home. It was a good night. We had a lot of fun, met a lot of you guys there. Appreciate you guys saying hi. But yeah, I don't like the rain races, you know, and obviously yesterday, but it'll be a couple days ago to you guys. This master link is just not wanting to come off. Aaron Plessinger freaking won. How pumped were you for that? I don't care if you're a Plessinger fan or not. I don't know who wouldn't be a Plessinger fan. He's such a nice guy. You know, he's just one of those dudes that, like, he's super kind to everyone, and in my opinion, he kind of deserves a bit more than he gets sometimes, you know, kind of like a Malcolm Stewart. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever met Malcolm in the pits or anything like that, but Malcolm's a super nice guy too. And man, he just keeps getting the raw end of the stick. Wow, this Master Link. Might not want to keep using this one after this one. It would be funny, however, if I'm just trying to get off like a normal link, and I didn't realize, but now it's coming. So we did throw this thing into the pressure washer, got some of the dust knocked off of it. But so I ended up getting 40 points on my Rocky Mountain scorecard because Hunter Lawrence got 7th, and so that helped me out tremendously, getting Hunter Lawrence to that wild card spot. Guys, I don't know if you follow the dirt trick side of things too much, and if you don't, that's fine. I'm not trying to tell you guys, like, you got to buy our sprockets, they're amazing, because they are. But if you guys are interested, so over on Dirt Tricks side of things, we got a YouTube channel going, got a couple things going where we have our own RM Fantasy SX group. I don't know if you guys know, but in RM Fantasy SX, there's groups you can join and stuff like that. And the Dirt Tricks group, it's one word, free to join, no password. You could jump in there and you actually get to win products from us and Rocky Mountain at the end. So it's just another way to win more. Like I said, I'm not like saying you guys have to do this, or just, if you're interested in winning some free stuff from us, from Dirt Tricks, jump on it, because it's definitely worth it. All right, chain off. Need to drain this radiator juice. Okay, we got the coolant out of it. Taking off the pipe, which, guys, this is a great time if you're not going to be pulling apart your engine, or even better yet, To find out if you need to pull apart your engine, give a glance up into the exhaust port side of the motor here and rotate the piston up and down. Could tell you a lot about your engine. Like I said on the last video on this thing, some nimrod, I mean complete nitwit, welded the drain plug shut on this. And what that means for us is now every time I want to drain the oil, I got to drain it out the fill until I fix that, which I'm going to do, but not until I get this rolling chassis all dialed in. But now, when I get this engine out, I have to put it on the rotisserie over there, flip it upside down so I can drain out the crankcase oil. What a nimrod. I mean, come on, guys. I understand sometimes the want to ride is greater than the mechanical side of things, but holy mackerel, welding it shut is just not the way to do that at all. Oh, gotta get out this clutch cable. There's not too much work to do as far as getting the motor out. I hope that's not foreshadowing at all, but yeah, I really want this bike back to its original state. I think the 85, the first water-cooled year, is just kind of a very cool thing to have. It's the grandfather, you know, it's the OG Prometheus. All right, we're gonna take the subframe off. This is easy stuff. And then too, when you get this thing back together, I have to find new electronics for this thing or get the old stuff rebuilt, the stator anyway. The CDI I think is also bad. I know the coil's good. Holy mackerel. The high strength Loctite in there. 500s, man, you gotta have the high strength thread locker in these things because they vibrate a little bit. They tingle just a little bit, not bad. I actually don't even recognize it anymore. Been doing it for so long, riding these 500s. I don't even pick up on that. So I'm bagging up all my hardware. I have it separated to, you know, just straight chassis stuff because we're gonna keep the motor together. Something like that. Because I do want to get this broken down to a bare frame, not on today's video because that would take a lot of time. It's gonna be solid when she's done. I mean, it's gonna be nice back. All right, let's get these radiators off. Let's get swing arm pulled off. Plucking away here. So these radiator hoses, unfortunately, are a bit petrified, and they're going to require, I imagine, a bit of force to remove. And that's usually when they tear, break. If you can't get the seal broken, it's not looking good. You know, these older bikes, they're like a chip that sat inside of a bag forever, and it's a bit stale now. No, that's not the sentiment either. They're just rotted. These ones aren't rotted too bad. They're not completely hard, like they're still a little bit ductile, but that's a Phillips. Some are flathead. I don't get it. So I think I'm gonna keep this carburetor on this motor because it seems to be jetted all right. It was a bit rich, but a bit rich is better than lean. Lean is power, but lean is also dangerous to the longevity of the motor if it's too lean. We're there. I'm gonna get the swing arm pulled back, get that motor out, and get it stabbed into that brand new AF chassis so we can get this thing off to powder coating and get it all restored and yeah, get it pretty again. Listen, buddy, I know the past few years have been a little hard on you. I know the 90s weren't so great to you, but we're gonna get you back. We're gonna make you slick.
I'm gonna give you an engine, low to the ground, extra big oil pans will cut the wind from underneath you.
You'll slip through the air 200 miles an hour. You're gonna be light and fast.
I'm gonna shave half an inch off you and shape you like a bullet.
Okay, enough is enough. I just need you to come out, please, without fighting me. I've disconnected everything. Please just come out. It's for your own good. Wow, why can't every other engine be like that? There's just so much room. That was the answer I was looking for. Thank you. Well, now that the engine's been liberated of its former carcass, let me go show you what we got in store for this puppy, because it's going to be a step up. It's going to be an upgrade for sure until we get this thing done. Yes, sir. Ladies and germs, it's our 2007 CR500af. Kind of pressure washer off, took some Scotch-Brite to the frame, get a little prettied up. So we need to pull out that swing arm pivot. Ow, 500. Let's get out that pivot bolt. See if we could just drop this motor right in with no complications. She belongs there. Or if it's gonna fight me, shifter hung up, doing me dirty. Shifter, why can't you just drop in? Maybe if I try going cylinder head first, up and in, maybe that'll work. These 500 engines are so light. Just hashing up the frame, dumping coolant. You know what? I forgot. Speaking of dumping, I forgot I need to get that engine oil out of there. All right, so now I hope this goes as well as I plan it to. So I think what I'm gonna do is just take off this filler plug. Now there's already still some coolant kind of in this bottom end, so that's gonna just come splashing out onto. I need to make some sort of catch for that. Plan is to tilt this engine and collect that old black gold. It did have some in it, I promise. Oh, we got a little bit coming out now. That is bad. Don't worry, I'll get you guys in here. Ho, ho, ho. Don't fall off, please. I wish there was something I could do about the drain plug right now, but there isn't. I have to completely split the cases and do it that way. I thought I could maybe just cheat the system, you know, hack it a little bit, like grease up a drill bit, drill it back through there, and then flush the engine with some motor oil and try to get all the pieces out, but not gonna do it. We'll just wait until after we get the rolling chassis built on the original 85 frame, and then we'll tear this one down and we'll do it right, you know, because do it right, you won't have to do it twice. I think, is that what they said? Do it right, do it twice, do it right. Catch some mice. I don't remember what they said, but either way, do it right the first time. So I'm gonna wait 10,000 hours for this thing to drain. And then I'll show you guys the oil, because it looks like it came from the La Brea tar pits. It's real bad. We need to get this engine nearly upside down to get this oil out. Pulling up in the clutch cover. This ain't gonna be a complete oil change, unfortunately. There's gonna be some of this slick still in there. Let's see how much we can get out anyway. Well, of this black sludge, like you can tell by what's on the side of the cup there, and we got out about 17 ounces, or nearly 500 milliliters. I think the engine holds 700, so we got most of it out. Feel all right about that. I'd like to have it all out. We'll take what we can get in this case, which is 500 out of a 500. Who would have thunk? So I decided, just to make things easier on myself, I am going to go ahead and remove the spark plug, check the burn anyway, you know, where we're out there, and pull the shift lever as well, because that's obviously going to be a thing in the way. I'll get the shift lever off. Like I said, maybe Kickstarter too, although I like using the Kickstarter almost like a handle. Plug. She burning a little bit rich, not bad. On the healthy side of rich. I doubt you'll be able to see it on the camera. Oh, had it for a second there. So that's after about an hour and a half on a brand new plug. So a little bit rich, not horrible. I've definitely seen worse on newer, better bikes. That's tightening. Don't want to tighten it down there more. It could not be good. You know, when things are upside down and backwards and facing in, it's hard sometimes to remember, like, am I turning it the right direction? Sometimes easy to get off, sometimes not easy to get off. think I'll leave Kickstarter on. I think I'll leave the clutch cable on, because if I don't want to leave that on, I got to pull the ignition cover, make more work for myself. Trying not to do that. It's really not that fun. You're going to just slide right in. No problems. Remember? Let's try going cylinder head in first. Kickstarter is not happy being there. Coil bracket in the way. This is not going good. Had a blowout in the glove department. Okay, maybe, just maybe, I could sit the bottom end in there first, then stand it up, maybe. Oh, you're so close. Cylinder head that was totally easy. Let's get this thing lined up. Here we go. Hey, shebang! Yeah. All right. The short rod motor is in out of the 85 into a 2007. 2007. So, jumped a couple decades on that. I just had to hook up the rear shock real quick. This thing is gonna rip. I already know it is. It's gonna be real good in this chassis. These chassis are just so compliant as it is. These late 2000 model Hondas are just so good. So yeah, all right, bunch of work to do, kind of, not really, but we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Hey, this one already had a clutch cable in it after letting mine stay. That's great. We'll keep using mine though. Yeah, we got a bunch of work to do. We got mount radiators. I do have the AF style radiators for this thing, so I'll make the conversion good, where all the hoses go the proper direction. The one hose I can't use is what these 85s had, was the rear mounted coolant hose. Like it's the back of the cylinder instead of to the side of it, like the whatever 87 and newer, 88 newer, I can't remember what it is, but I think I'm gonna skip a lot of this. It's just assembly stuff, and you guys really don't need to get bored with an hour or plus of assembly work. So I'm going to skip that, and I'll come back to you when we're a lot closer. Whew. Well, that was easy. It's now, oh, wrong coal. It's now 5:06. So we get it. Jeez, I'm wiped. It's now 5:06 and the sun has left the valley here. We are done with the bike, so let me go take you for a look. That was easy.
Darling, I've been tempted by the darkness, telling me that I should throw it all away. Fight so hard, my heart is hardly helpless. Find myself so desperate on my knees to break. And I hear the voice of an angel telling me not to lay down. And I feel the spirit guiding, telling me not to give up. Hold on to every promise I've been praying for tonight. I hold on to every garment, won't surrender, not tonight. The shadow rises, I walk through the valley.
All right, now it's time to see if all that hard work still runs. It ran before, should run again, right? Gas on, choke on. It's getting windy and cold. Oh. Oh. 500 stuff. This 85 engine, she's a runner. I just turned off the choke. The motor sounds different with a muffler on it. Sounds pretty good, huh? It's still a bit rich, which is okay. Sounds like it has a cam in it, you know? Yeah. She's a runner. Smoky, but a runner. There we go. A little loaded up. Now let's get a doesn't that sound good? All right. Kill switch. Kill switch. I didn't plug in the kill switch. All right, so I forgot to plug in the kill switch. About right. So I ran out of daylight, which is actually okay. I gotta do a couple more things. We're missing some hardware here and there, but I mean, for the most part, she's ready to go. But that means next weekend we're gonna take this pig on a ride, and I'm super excited about that. All right, ladies and germs. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video for Monday. You gotta let me know down in the comments though, because I am extremely curious. I want to put it back in the 85, but man, it looks nice in this 07. I mean, so in the comments, I want you to drop it below. Put steel or aluminum. That's the only comment you need to make. Steel or aluminum. I have a feeling a lot of you are going to be saying steel, but there might be a lot of you also saying aluminum. So with that, I love every single one of you guys. We did it. We got it together and running. We just need to get some hardware on it, and we'll wait till next weekend to go ride it. Sound good? All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Love you.